in this video, let's begin with prime elements. So of this prime elements of this explanation of the persuasions. So let's begin with persuasion. So prime elements of this explanations of persuasions. It is symbolic and utilizing words, images, sounds, and it also involves a deliberative attempt to influence others. And third important parameter is people are not coerced; they instead are free to choose their things. Okay, and message verbal or non-verbal. Previously, yesterday we discussed about the messages, channels, source, etc. So in that we mentioned about the messages. It is also in verbal form or non-verbal form, and we discuss about some messages is more effective. And second, persuasive psychological techniques. In this technique, we say some important words that is to be impact on psychologically. So, for example, take food. It begins with a small request in order to gain eventual compliance. With so it also in the form of increasing the livelihoods of a person. So that is first one. Second, low balling. So low balling is intentionally offers a product at a lower price than one intends to change. So it given the lower price than one intends to change. And third, in the face. So unreasonable request in order to gain eventual compliance with a smaller request. So they given only smaller request and likely to say yes. Okay. That is door in the face. And important parameter is food in the mouth. So by telling someone that person feel wonderful, he may make himself feel to behave in a way that is consistent with that declaration. So fifth one is that's not all. So that is TNA. Here the persuader giving the person something that will further convince them to with the request. And sixth one is fear than relief. Fear is invoked by threatening needs as a form of relief. So, for example, relief in the sense of trustworthy should be given the relief in the form of the trustworthy and may be gained by doing what you request. So, so whatever they are requesting, it they will done. And the theories in modern persuasions, it is a general likelihood model, and second is a heuristic systematic model. But we can discuss more than this also in this video. So first let's begin with elaboration likelihood model. So this is introduced in 1985 and it is used in therapeutic and counseling settings, and it's persons thinking affected by the messages that is to be relevant message in the channel or the context. For example, adolescent at risk from tobacco. So and if you take the message here is maybe the motivation is central or the peripheral root processing and finally leads to persuasion. So the message in the form of two abilities like low or high, and second the motivation to be formed in the central part as well as the root processing done. There are two roots here, central root and peripheral root. Central root means the information evaluate from pros and cons, and second the peripheral root is change is mediated by how attract the source of communication by passing the deliberation process, and second is heuristic systematic model. Otherwise it is called as it's to be followed, and arguments are more. And the attributions theory of persuasion. This is another theory. Okay, it's not mentioned in the previous slide because this is not that much important, but we should note it also. So individuals clarify the causes of the behaviors and events, that is based on the attribution. So individuals clarify the causes of behaviors and events. There are two types of attributions. One is dispositional, second one is the situational attributions. So in the dispositional attributions, we consider the internal attribution. It cause explanations for their actions, and in the situational attributions, it's an external attribution attempt to point out the context around the person actors. And if anyhow the attribution is occurred, some error to be occur always, because human is not a ideal person, it's situational dependent also. So with respect to that perspective, it is having some error, that is attributions error. So people tendency to place an unnecessary emphasis in internal characteristics, and the people tend to make the dispositional attributions more often than the emotional attributions. So they mostly tend towards the dispositional attributions. Let's begin with the classical condition. So this is another theory. Classical means traditional, so it's leading someone into taking commands and the useful in advertisement of products for purchasing. So purchasing is any goods in the sense of advertisement, we can use in the classical condition. And finally, cognitive dissonance theory. This theory is based on the mental stress experienced by an individual who holds two or more contradictory views. So contradictory views, in the sense it creates some struggle in the mental mind. So continuous struggle for mental consistency. There are four ways to reduce the dissonance. So how we are going to reduce the dissonance? Changing minds about one of the cognizance, and second, reducing the importance of cognizance, and third, increasing the overlap between the two, as well as the re-evaluating the cost and reward. So these four ways can help to reduce the dissonance. And what are the effects of the persuasion? So persuasion given the effects over the shaping attitude by associated environment. And second important point is over reinforcing the people with the popular ideas, as well as its help to change in communication. And these are the effects of persuasion we discussed in this slide. Thank you, friends.